Welcome to Around Town with today's guest from the hospitality brokerage firm, Patty Harris, vocalist and performer, 7 Tucker, math whiz, TYAIR Dorsey, and music great, Mr. Al Turner. I'm Richard Blackwell, and now here is your hostess, Elizabeth Perkins.
Thank you, Blackwell. Thank you, and welcome back to the show, everyone, to Around Town. My first guest is Miss Patty Harris. She is so phenomenal. She has so many things going on, and she's always busy. She's a very busy woman, and you also have a business. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. It's just really starting to feel like home.
Yes.
And I thank you for having me back on the show again.
Always.
It's a pleasure. And I do have my own business. It's Patricia D. Harris Hospitality Brokerage Firm.
Yes.
And I take pleasure in assisting my clients with planning events, big or small, all types of social events, church conferences, retreats, things along those lines.
Okay. So what's going on today? What's the hot ticket for tonight?
So I'm so excited because next month, December the 9th, we are hosting our second annual Soulful Holiday Experience.
Wow.
Yes, and we are featuring Best Kept Soul. Are you familiar with Best Kept Soul?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so if you're not, just know they are one of the hottest bands in Delaware. And so we will have them on December the 9th.
Yes.
And you know, this event is, it's one of the last formal events in Delaware before 2018 leaves us. Can you believe it? 2018 is on its way out. And so we just want everyone to come out, let your hair down. We done put the work in all year long.
Yes.
We've had our ups, we've had our downs, and this particular night is just for us to come out, put our best dress on, get our dancing shoes on, come out, look forward to eating some good food, listen to some great music, and just join some great company.
Wow. Now, where is this going to be located?
It's located at the Christiana Hilton, which is in Newark, Delaware. Exit 4B, no matter which direction you're coming from, off of 95. And it's a beautiful, so they just renovated their hotel and it is absolutely gorgeous.
Wow.
So we had it there last year.
Right.
It was a hit. And I'm just so looking forward to everyone coming out next month.
And what time are they starting?
Doors are going to open at 2:30. So it's early. It's on a Sunday.
Okay.
And so doors will open up at 2:30. We will have vendors, and then we will dinner will be served somewhere around 3:15.
Okay.
And then we're just going to party until 7 o'clock.
I know that's right.
Get everybody home in time to get in bed and get ready for work the next day.
Yes. So, and tickets, how can they get to tickets?
So they can either go through Eventbrite, which is soulfulholidayexperience.eventbrite.com. You could purchase your tickets there.
Yes.
Or we have a number of individuals actually selling tickets, and I'm so grateful for their support.
I'm going to be there. Oh my God. I haven't danced in a long time, so I'm going to be on that floor.
And that's one of the things I love about Best Kept Soul is, so I enjoy listening to music. My husband and I enjoy going out, just laying back, listening to jazz music, but I also love to dance. And Best Kept Soul will keep you dancing. They do all the oldies and the goodies and you know, the more recent songs. And so we're going to have a great time.
I love seeing them. It's been a while, but I love seeing them.
We actually went to see them on Friday at the Reef.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the Reef? So that must be one of Delaware's hidden gems because it's been around for 14 years off of Naaman's Road. I'm always trying to promote everything. So off of Naaman's Road, seafood and steak, and Best Kept Soul was there. We had an awesome dinner. We enjoyed music. And I mean, we even danced there, you know. But so check out the Reef off of Naaman's Road. It was really, really good.
Okay, awesome. So are you promoting them?
No, just thought I'd throw it out there. That's one of the things I love to do. I mean, again, it was our first time.
Right.
I was meeting with Best Kept Soul, and they had shared that they were going to be at the Reef. And I had heard about it, but had never been. And so we said, you know what, let's go out, let's enjoy ourselves. And we asked how long have they been around. They said 14 years. Now I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
14 years, and this is the first time that I've been here.
Right.
And the seafood was awesome.
Wow.
And it's just a great atmosphere, a nice setting right off of Naaman's Road.
Okay.
Yeah, so they can send me the check later, right? But I just wanted to put that out there because, you know, we travel all the way to Philly and Baltimore for a nice dinner and things, and we got the Reef right here in Delaware.
I know, right? And look, news to me. I'm going to be there.
See?
Because I
Tell them Patty sent you. They'll be like, who? Patty? Who's Patty?
Yeah. So if they want to get in contact with you, how do they do that?
They can give me a call at 302-507-4623. Of course, they can email me. And I don't want my, I'm hoping my flyer is up, so all my contact information is on there.
Okay.
But you know what, while we're talking about contact information, what I would love to do is be able to say my telephone number again.
Yes.
And the first person that texts me a soulful holiday experience will win one free ticket to the event next month.
Wow, okay.
Okay, so my telephone number is 302-507-4623. The first person that texts me will win one free ticket to the second annual Soulful Holiday Experience. So start dialing, or start texting.
Let me write that down so I can go ahead and text, so I can text you too.
Yes, yes.
That's going to be so much fun.
It is. It really is.
Wow.
And that just, and it's a formal affair, you know. And I say that because, you know, we can just run out and, you know, just in our regular clothes, but I want everyone to get dressed up.
Yeah,
I want you coming out tipping.
I know that's right.
Yes,
because we're going into a new year. We're closing out this one with a bang. Let's do it.
Absolutely. And that's what, honestly, that's what this particular event is all about.
Right.
You know, I can't say it enough. We're on our grind. We're on our grind for our families. We're on our grind for our communities. We're out here building. And a lot of times we don't take time for ourselves. We don't take time to go out and enjoy ourselves, you know. And I was like, you know what? Why don't I put together an event that the main focus is for individuals to come out and just let everything else go.
Yes.
Let everything else go, come out and just enjoy themselves.
Now, what's on the menu, or do they have an extensive menu? Do you know?
Well, and so it's going to be a served dinner.
Okay.
Okay, and so I'll be selecting the menu.
Ooh.
But I tell you, the Hilton, their chef is top notch.
Wow.
So you will not be disappointed.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I like to eat.
Yes.
Hey, Patty.
Yes, it's going to be a serve. So it's a full dinner.
Okay.
So come hungry.
Yes.
It's a full dinner, served dinner. And again, we'll have other vendors there. We got about 7 vendors. We actually have one more vendor spot.
Okay.
So if you are a business owner and you would like to promote your business, definitely hit me up on my text or inbox me on Facebook and let me know. We got one spot left. So that'll be a total of about 8 vendors we'll be promoting that night as well. And you know what, can I share one more thing?
Sure, go ahead.
You know you get me talking, I can't
stop.
So I wanted to share about our full table discount.
Okay.
Okay, so if you purchase a full table, which is a table of 8, you will receive a hefty discount.
Okay.
I'm putting that out there because this is the time for holiday parties.
Right.
A lot of employers are looking for things to do with their employees.
Yes.
And so just give me a call. I can just help you out with that.
Right.
You know, reserve a table of 8, receive your discount, and have your holiday party at the Soulful Holiday Experience.
That sounds awesome.
And we have a lot of individuals interested in that. So, yeah.
Wow. So they're going to turn it out, turn it up, and eat it up.
Yeah. Get your picture taken. You'll be able to leave with a picture of yourself that night. Our photographer will be able to print pictures right on the spot. That was an absolute hit.
Awesome.
Last year, so we're looking to do that again this year as well. Yes, giveaways. It's just going to be a fabulous time. So
yes, and again, let them know what number to text you. And how to get in contact with you if they wanted to book you.
Absolutely. So again, my telephone number is 302-507-4623. My email address is P as in Patty Harris, HARRIS, at hbrokeragefirm.com. So again, P Harris at hbrokeragefirm.com.
I love it.
Thank you.
Patty, thank you for coming.
It's my pleasure. Thank you
just
for
brighten
having
it
me.
up when you come. I love it when you're here.
Thank you.
I do.
I appreciate that.
And we are going to be right back after these messages.
Hello everyone, this is TYAIR Dorsey, and I am happy to announce Character Math's 2-week program assembly. The program comes with a handbook, a diagram, and the final exam. It also comes with a teacher's guide, which is a summary of the handbook, numerical cards, so that your students can follow along with you as you teach them. Personality cards, which will help your students build the relationship with numbers that they do not have. Character Math is extremely excited to announce its audio program tutorial DVD. Yes, I know teachers are dealing with pages and pages every day, so this audio DVD should be just what you need in order for you to grasp the program more faster and efficient so you can teach your class. Thank you. Around Town Math Facts with Character Math. Today what we're going to talk about is Character Math's number assembly. How the structure of numbers go deeper than what people can actually fathom. Now, we're familiar with the alphabet. And what we're not familiar with is with numbers. We feel very disattached when it comes to numbers. So before I get into that, I'd like to talk about, the brief history that me in Character Math has had. Yes, I said me in Character Math. I feel like I've created a monster here. Because a long time ago, I think Character Math was drafted in 2010. And I sat down and I was playing with numbers. My favorite number is 3. But for me to see something so simple, it was with the number 2. Now, when I was working with 2, I noticed that there was a pattern that I kept going across, which broke down into like deeper forms of recognition and a different thought process that I started digging into really out of boredom. So in that process, I started thinking about, how could this be something that I can make relatable to other people? Because I started digging into every number, and I found out that every number had its own pattern. So long story short, I ended up coming with a 2-week program, 3 weeks for students with dyslexia, comprehensive issues, and special education. Because when you're dealing with special education, these students need to have a little bit more time, and as an educator, you should always be able to give them that time. So I wanted that program to surround those matters. Now, due to the fact that we have a short amount of time, we're going to talk about the breakdown briefly on segments. Normally we talk about 2 numbers and we elaborate on these numbers to give you the comprehension of the pattern and the design and when it recycles itself. So now we're going to choose to talk about one particular number, and that particular number is of course 2. Before we get to 2, I want to talk about vowels, okay? 2 falls under the vowels, and you see 2, 4, 6, 8, sometimes 5. What this reads is these numbers are vowels due to the fact they only reach 5 steps within the cycle, containing an even balance, eliminating complexity. 5 never leaves its own structure, so it's sometimes. And I kind of like put it as 2, 4, 6, 8, sometimes 5. We'll get to keys a little bit later, but what keys reads is 1, 3, 7, and 9. These numbers are keys due to the fact they reach 10 steps within its cycle before recycling itself. Okay, now when you look at the diagram right here, you see all the numbers, but you don't see 0. And in my own perspective in the creation of numbers, 0 really isn't a number because, see, every number has an angle but 0. Think about it. And when you're dealing with numbers, you don't start out with 0, you start out with 1. So I put 0 up here as a recycling symbol to let you know is when you reach 0, it's time for you to recycle that pattern. So when you look closely at 2, we're going to do just the pattern itself, and that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 0. Again, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 0. Now when you put it in the multiplication stages, you'll go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 0, where you start recycling, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Now, do you see what I see? And what you're seeing is this undeniable factor, that this number has a pattern. Now, playing with the rest of the numbers, I've figured it out too, but we'll get more into that later. What you think about afterwards, well, for me anyway, is when would you recycle the pattern? Every number, once recycled, you get to that pattern one time and it'll let you know. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, which means the number 2 recycles at every 10. I love this design that I came up with because now it speaks to me, which is where it'll speak to you in the future. Okay, so I do have a little guest that is the number 2. What's up, 2? How you doing? Now, he don't talk back to me. He talked back to me in a numerical fashion. So now, every number, I got real personal with these numbers. And every number to me has its own personality. Why? Because we don't build that relationship with numbers, and I think numbers can talk to you even more deeper with verbal communication. And the definition of 2 is clingy, fair, and defensive. Yeah, clingy, fair, and defensive. Now, I'll break these down. Clingy is the number based on its level of even codependency. And what I mean by that is, okay, even numbers have a level of codependency because they do not complete the cycle in the numerical system. 2, 4, 6, and 8 only touches 2, 4, 6, and 8. They completely stray away from 1, 3, 7, and 9. The second is fair. 2 will always be fair and recognized as a symbol of equality or 2 parts of one whole. Now, this definition comes to the fact that when you see 2, the 2 parts of one whole is a definite because you have half, and that half is 2. And the last is defensive. 2 being defensive is a factor of its wait, would I put that there? Yes. Incapability of being torn apart. And that's just a numerical fact. You just can't take 2. If you tear 2 apart, then you just get 2 ones, which still is 1/2. Yeah, that's okay. All right. Then you might be thinking of something else. Why did I name this? I said name. Why did I make the 2 brown? All right. The number 2 is brown based on soil. Okay. Soil is the outcome of 2 leading components, which is air and water, which is the principles towards life's amazing resources. Everything from land and inhabitants to dirt and vegetation. It is a component that can create wonders with just one added component, which is 2, codependency part. 2 is good, but 2 needs someone to lean on. It's more like a love bug to me. Given its atmosphere, that's how soil works. If you put soil in a dry atmosphere and you plant different things, you're going to get different things. That's why you go into all different parts of the world and you get different type of fruits and vegetables and so on and so forth. Even numbers lack the completion of the numerical assembly, which was stated before, which is where the absent void is defined, therefore becoming reliant. So there you go. There you have it when it comes to the characteristics of the number 2. Now, beyond that, character math has a system for the 2 to 3 week program. And the second week, which is the final week, is a more advanced stage. And those advanced stages lead you more into advanced math. Because when you're dealing with math, you only go but so far after you go from, 1 + 1 = 2, 2 take away from 3 = 1, and then you go to advanced math. And for me, when I was growing up, it was like I always felt that there was some form of absentee there because I liked math. I was better at math than most of any of the other things that they was teaching. And math was a little bit more funner than, biology. So when you went to different things leading towards trigonometry and you're leading towards with algorithms, if you do not get those numbers right in the basic of those numbers, which is multiplication and division, you don't get your numbers right, you're never going to be able to do advanced math. And this is the reason why character math was made. And as you can see, which was stated on the intro, it's all right here. The DVD I'm very appreciative of because I can actually give teachers more than what they would need to have when it comes to dealing with reading, because they're dealing with papers and signing things all the time. So to be able to sit down and actually listen to the breakdown of the program is a lot better. Now, the thing with numbers that's missing is, like, Alphabet have a whole song and dance. And I plan on sharing this with you probably next time we're on Around Town, where we're talking about the numerical song, which is really good. And the numerical song is going to be based more for elementary, because as you sing this song, you'll know your math facts, and you'll be able to repeat that song anytime you want to deal with the pattern and structure of the numbers. And it's real fun. I did it with my own children, and we deal with character math all the time. And then we have the book. This book breaks down a lot, and page by page you have the numerical song, the characteristics, so the teacher doesn't have to worry about going way out of the way to deal with the program. So I really do like this program and the whole setup, and I'm glad, because actually this is the first time that I've actually have character math in its full assembly for others to see. And there we have it. And if you've missed character math, then you can go on Around Town with Elizabeth Perkins' YouTube channel, and you can catch the first time I was actually on there. And we talked about character math and the personal relationships that I've actually had to have with dealing with other students, because I've actually got to sit down and teach students the program along the way, and that was really, really fun. And you'll get, more detail about the special student that really touched my heart when I was dealing with character math. Other than that, my next plan is to make sure that I can get this program in your school. Yes, your school. And if you're a parent watching this program, I plan on getting it into your child's school. And make sure that you join us next time, because when you come around next time, we can sing the character math song, and then we'll move to number 8, and you'll learn character math a little bit more day by day. Well, I guess month by month, because that's what we're doing right now. You guys enjoy your day. I hope you had fun. My name is TYAIR Dorsey, and I'll see you next time. Back.
Thank you, TYAIR. I love character math. It's awesome. I wish they had it when I was coming up. But moving on, we have Mr. Al Turner here to the show. Thank you for coming to the show.
Well, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yes, it's a pleasure meeting you. I have some questions written down here on my little questionnaire for you.
Okay.
We're just going to get right into it. Where were you born?
Detroit, Michigan, Motown.
Okay, Detroit, Michigan.
Yes.
When did your interest in music begin to influence you?
I started at a very early age. My parents, my mom in particular, used to take us to the Motown reviews. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to be a Temptation, actually.
Okay.
Right? So my older brother and a few of my cousins, we had a little singing group.
Okay.
And we used to mimic and try and sing some of the Temptation songs.
Okay.
And then later on, my brother, my oldest brother, got a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to play drums, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And my parents didn't buy a drum set. They didn't want the noise in the house. So my brother said, "Why don't you play bass?"
Okay.
So I had a paper route. I saved up my money, bought a bass guitar, and started playing bass at 12.
Okay.
The age of 12, yes.
Wow. Okay, so 12 years old.
Yes.
And you're just...
Started playing by ear.
Okay.
We listened to a lot of the Motown records, mm-hmm. and I started picking up little things here and there. Then we had our basement bands, neighborhood bands, and we showed each other things and, kind of learned by ear. And then, after high school, mm-hmm. I was playing well enough to start playing in local top 40 bands, and the one of the first bands that I started playing with, Anita Baker, was the lead vocalist.
Okay.
So we kind of cut our teeth together.
Okay.
And we played all over Detroit and in Canada. And that later led to other, you know, local jobs around town.
Wow. Okay. So how is it working with the great guitarist Earl Culla?
Clue.
Clue. Okay.
Earl Clue.
Yes, Mr. Clue.
Legendary Earl Clue.
Yes.
I can't explain how, you know, I'm so honored and pleased that he chose me to be with him. I've been with Earl for 24 years now. I'm his
Okay.
bassist and musical director. And, you know, I've recorded with him, toured the world, and he's my brother and friend. You know, it's a joy.
Yeah.
You know, we play great music, and as I mentioned, he's a legend. He
Right.
has over 30 records, you
Okay.
know. We actually grew up, we went to the same high school. He's a little older than I am, a few years older.
Okay.
But that same high school, a lot of musicians attended as well. You had the Winans, the whole Winans family.
Right. So when you guys are working out, that sometimes you go into overtime when you're just getting together, putting the gig together.
Well, you know, we don't look at it as overtime because
Right.
you know, when we are playing music, it's not about how much time, because
yeah.
you know you lose track of time when
Oh,
you're.
of course,
You know,
yes.
it's having fun.
Yes. Okay. Okay. And how is it working with the R&B superstar vocalist Kim?
Again, it's a joy and pleasure. You know, it's a little different because he's a vocalist,
Okay.
and I'm also his musical director. And we have a much larger band and entourage. So my responsibilities are a lot more, you know, in terms of what I have to do to keep things together
Right.
and make him comfortable. I also record with him. I'm his bassist as well. And the songs are great to perform live. You know,
Right.
he's a great vocalist. And we tour all over the country. We're presently working on his new record,
Okay.
which will come out next year. So it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
A lot of fun.
So what was the inspiration for your CD? This is it. This is.
This is.
Yeah.
This is the actual title. My
Okay.
wife gave us the title. I had recorded the songs. She names all of the songs on my record.
Okay.
I usually record songs first and then come up with the names later, right? So this particular record, I had these songs recorded, and I started just placing names on the songs randomly.
Right.
And she said, no, you got to have a theme, and everything has to, you know, it's got to flow, and it has to have a meaning to
Right,
it, you know,
right.
the whole record, which all of the previous records did, you know, exactly that, you know, she named them. And so one day she was lying in bed, and she says, I got it, right? And she said, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. And so that theme is what this is about.
Okay.
You know, every song on the record has something to do with that particular
Okay.
Bible scripture.
Okay. Wow. It's like writing, because I'm a writer, and when it comes to art, and when it comes to writing, and I'm writing, sometimes I can't name this story or what it's going to be about. It kind of comes to me. So
Right.
like with you doing it, and it kind of comes. That's good. I like that two factor there. When is your CD release celebration, and where?
It is this Sunday, and
Okay.
it's going to be at Celebrations
Okay.
on Market. And it starts at 2 o'clock. It's going to go to 5 p.m.
Okay.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to celebrate the new record. I just returned from a weekend of jazz, which Earl Clue puts on twice a year. This
Okay.
particular one in the fall is at Kiowa Island, South Carolina. And we've had all kind of great guests. This year, Peebo Bryson, Denise Williams, Patty Austin, Chris Bodie. I performed. Earl Clue performed. It was just a great weekend. One of the best weekend of jazz that I can remember.
Right.
For me, it was the best. You know, a lot of fun. You know, so we're going to continue the celebration
Right.
this Sunday at Celebrations.
Okay.
2 o'clock.
That's awesome. All right. So you performed your music in concert. at, what is it, World Cafe Live in Wilmington back in 2016.
Yes.
When is your next concert going to be? Like
Well,
after the release party, like when's your next
We're
concert?
still planning to do something here in Wilmington. We don't have a date just yet, but it will be real soon.
Okay,
And
you
we'll
don't have anything locked in?
No, not just yet. We're still trying to find the right venue for that. You know, we've got a couple places in mind.
Okay.
So it'll be soon, and we'll let you know. We'll have to come back on the show and
Yeah, you
announce
got
that
to
as
come
well.
back so we can get that update.
Certainly, certainly.
So where can someone purchase a copy of This Is?
You can go to alturner.com. That's my website.
Okay.
And all of the purchasing options are there. It's on iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby. You know, it's all over, all the digital places where you can purchase. And if you want an autographed copy,
Yes.
you can purchase that on my website as well. Just click on it. I have my other records there as well.
Can I ask you something?
Yes, please do.
You're good. You're doing your celebration. Are you going to do autograph copies there too?
We most definitely will. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes, we will.
Because I'm going to come get my copy.
Yes, we will.
And what is your contact information for booking you?
You can go to, again, alturner.com, and there's contact information there. And I'll be happy to, you know, come out and perform wherever. You know.
Awesome. So can you share with us again when you're at Celebrations, when you're going to be there again?
It's going to be this Sunday.
Okay.
Starts at 2 p.m. And we go until 5 p.m.
That is so awesome.
And we got you know, we may have a little surprise for you.
Okay, you guys hear that? He's gonna have a surprise for us, so you know we can't miss that. This is awesome. I'm a big fan of the bass guitar.
Oh, great, great.
Yeah, and I just love it. I can't play. I used to try to play when I was a kid, but you know.
Do you still have your bass guitar?
I still have it.
Well, then
It's just a memento.
It's never too late.
Yeah.
It's never too late.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. And and we are going to take a break, and we're going to be right back, you guys. Right here with Mr. Al Turner. Everybody's watching. What are you here for? What did you graduate with?
I graduated from Going Career Institute in the Medical Billing and Coding program.
What was your
my class 4.0 GPA? I'm also a student ambassador.
Congratulations to the Dawn Career Institute and each and every one of the graduates of 2018. We are so very proud of you.
And we are back with Mr. Al Turner and his music. I have a question to ask you.
Okay.
Now, your CD, This is the question I want to ask you. on this CD, or any of the CDs that are songs that you have done, what's your favorite? Do you have one?
All of them.
All of them?
I'm biased.
Okay.
You know, I always say my songs that I write and record are like children,
Yes.
and I don't have a favorite child, right?
Okay, right.
You know, I have different songs that, well, every song has a different meaning
Yes.
to me. Every song will, you know, stand out at a different point in time for me.
Right.
Because they all create a different mood and things, you know. So, you know, if I had to just pick one,
Okay.
I would say Rejoice.
Rejoice. Okay.
But then I like This Is.
Okay.
I like Sunrise.
Yes.
I like Sunset.
Okay.
I like Divinely Created.
Okay.
I like I Will.
They have some beautiful
I like
names.
Seven.
Yes.
I just named all the songs.
Yes. Beautiful, beautiful titles.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and we were talking about your influences. Can you share with us a few more influences that?
Well, Motown, growing up in Detroit,
Okay.
Motown was definitely the biggest, and probably still is.
Right.
The bass player that recorded on all of the Motown hits was James Jamerson.
Okay.
And I just listened to a lot of his bass playing and learned a lot from
Yeah.
him. Still do.
Right.
You know, I've worked with Earl Klugh. I've recorded with a lot of artists over the years: Aretha
Right.
Franklin, Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, Oleta Adams, Bob James.
Right.
I mean, the list goes on and on and on and
Yeah.
on. So everyone that I get the opportunity to work with, I learn something from them, you know. So I try to incorporate what I've learned into my production and my songwriting.
Okay.
You know, Earl Klugh is a huge influence on me as far as melodies,
Right.
in terms of how melodic a song will be.
Okay.
I've learned a lot about orchestration from Bob James.
Right.
You know, as far as bass players, I named James Jamerson, but
Right.
I also listened to Larry Graham
Right.
and Louis Johnson of
Wow.
the Brothers Johnson.
So these are the ones that stay in your
you know, yes, they
realist
have.
music.
Yeah, they've had a huge impact
Right.
on my learning and development
Okay.
as a musician and songwriter.
Okay.
But
you're-
again, I learned so much from every situation. I try to be like that sponge,
Right.
you know, and grab something and use from everything that I'm involved in.
Okay. But you also have a radio show?
Well, I co-host monthly. It's
Okay.
the first Thursday of every month with Richard Blackwell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at the University of Delaware, WVUD.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have a great time. We talk about music, trivia, things like that, and we play a lot of great music.
Oh, wow. Okay, that is awesome. So when's your show come on?
Comes
On the
on the
radio.
first Thursday
Okay.
of every month, and we start at 10 o'clock and go to 12.
Okay, you guys
PM.
are doing your thing.
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you, like when you were coming up, because myself, coming up, I didn't think I would be a writer. So did you see yourself in music as you were coming up? I mean, you said you started like in teenagers.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, I'm glad you asked that question because I used to stand in front of a mirror
Okay.
in my parents' basement, and I saw myself on a big stage in front of thousands of people.
Really?
And yes.
Wow.
I saw that early on in my, you know, youth.
Right.
And, you know, I always believed in myself. I always believed that was, you know, my gift and my purpose.
Right.
And I work extremely hard. I still work extremely hard to a fault sometimes.
Right.
You know, but I knew early on that I was supposed to be, you know, a musician, songwriter. And one of the greatest moments in my career was playing a duet with Mr. Earl Klugh,
Okay.
just he and I, at Madison Square Garden in front of 20,000 people.
Right.
You know, we were on a show with Eric Clapton. It was the Eric Clapton Crossroads Guitar Festival.
Okay.
And it's on DVD as well, so you can, you know, look that up and check it
Okay.
out. But, you know, Eric Clapton did this thing every 2 years. And he had the biggest and best, rock and blues musicians in the world. B.B. King was there, Buddy Guy, Eric Clapton, the Allman Brothers. You go on and on and on and on.
My
Keith
ears
Urban,
is singing.
all these, great musicians were performing on this one stage.
Beautiful.
And they had all of their bands, and Earl Clue and I go up, just the two of us.
Right.
And we played, and the crowd went bananas. You went
Wow.
crazy,
Wow.
That was a great feeling.
Awesome.
I'll never forget that.
Yes. Well, you heard it here on Around Town first, you guys. And Mr. Al Turner has his you're celebrating
CD
your
celebration.
CD. Yes. At Celebrations.
At Celebrations on Market this Sunday,
Okay.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, you guys. So be there. You're going to be
Yeah, come on out. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thank you. And we'll be right back. Everybody's watching. What are you here for? What did you graduate with?
I graduated from Going Career Institute in the Medical Billing and Coding program.
What was your
My class 4.0 GPA. I'm also a student ambassador.
Congratulations to the Dawn Career Institute and each and every one of the graduates of 2018. We are so very proud of you.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to just tell you, and I'm a big Seven fan.
I paid her to say that. I paid
No, he
her to
didn't.
say that. I did. I did.
I'm a big Seven fan, and Seven, I'm so glad that you are here.
Let me tell you something. We was crossing rivers, okay, traversing mountains in
Right.
order to get here.
Yeah.
Like you said, as it's real, you know what I mean? I did not get to.
Yeah, life throws those curveballs.
It does. It does. And, you just got to take
This
it
is
on
real,
life's
you
terms.
know what I'm
This
saying?
is real. This is the real stuff right here.
For
you
real,
know?
because
Yeah.
I ain't always gussied up like this. I got
I couldn't
home
do. I
to
couldn't
take
do it
care
today.
of.
I love you, Wilmington. I couldn't do it today. I couldn't
Right.
do it.
No, that's right.
But you look great.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. I'm excited because you was going to be here. I'm sitting here like, where's Seven at?
You should have saw us. We was on the phone like, okay, I'm 10 minutes away. Okay, I'm 3 minutes away.
I know
Okay, I'm
that's
2 minutes
right.
away. I'm at the
Doing
light.
that countdown. Yes. Seven, I got questions for you.
Oh, man. Okay.
You knew I was coming with it.
Okay, well, bring it. Bring it. What you got?
Okay. When did you find your love for music?
Oh, my. When my mother introduced me to Earth, Wind, and Fire and used to wrap like a little tablecloth around my neck, had me jump down the stairs and do, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Maurice White,
Yes.
Philip Bailey. But I think the first time I saw my grandfather, who was one of the first blacks to ever go to Juilliard on scholarship. He played stand-up German flat-back bass. There you go, Mr. Turner. And, but he had gotten a little far in age, and him and his fellas got together. And they all, got together and they jammed, and they had a rehearsal over at our place.
Yeah.
Before they went out and did it.
Awesome.
And it lit me up. It lit me up. I was like, I need some of that.
You lit up just talking about it.
I'm trying to tell you. Remember my grandfather, Dan York Settle, love you.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so how long have you been a vocalist?
Since I was about 6 years old. And I'm 50 now, so
Yes.
but it's been a long time. I was one of the youngest members of Delaware's all-city choir, and I was 6.
Wow.
You know, I was in Shortledge then. I went to Shortledge Elementary then.
Right.
And but I mean, music has been a staple, you know what I mean, in my existence
Right.
for a long time.
Okay. So name some of the bands or artists that you worked with.
Okay, well let's start right here in Wilmington.
Yes.
Okay, let's start with these Wilmington bands. And I don't want it to sound like a shout out session, but you know what I mean. Shout out to the Max out there, Easy Mind Entertainment. Shout out to Best Kept Soul. Oh my
Yes.
goodness, and Ann Latrice. Oh my goodness, such a incredible talent. Park Avenue, CTO World Entertainment. Miami, EBE Entertainment out of Philadelphia.
Wow.
A Sharp, which is up in Lansdale. But I have recorded with just about everybody. I've recorded with Patti LaBelle. I've recorded with Music Soul Child. I've recorded with, oh my goodness, LL Cool J. I was on LL Cool J's last Def Jam album.
Okay.
You know what I mean? His last one, it was called Exit 13, and my voice is the first voice on the on the first track. It's called Hello, Mr. President. I think that's so, you know what I mean, so relative right now.
Right.
But I mean, I've recorded with my mother, Vera Harrison, who is a gospel vocalist as well. Oh my goodness, just so many people. I remember recording with Nick Ashford, Valerie Simpson, before Nick passed away. But yeah, we've done some. I've been around the block a little bit.
I know that's right.
I've been around the block.
Yeah. So what's next for you now?
Oh, well, see, you should like what's next, because I've kind of taken a little hiatus.
I know.
From the vocals. Yeah, you haven't seen me.
Right.
I'm writing some books.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
one of my books is called, because since I come from pretty much the wedding band entertainment arena, one of my books is called The Same Thing Happens Every Weekend.
Wow. Okay.
And it is about, you know, what happens in live settings, you know what I mean, when people go ahead and have too much to drink or indulge too much. And, you know, but it's a, you know, chronicalizing, you know, everything that I do, from, you know, getting the information on where the gig is, to learning the music that you have to do, to actually going and performing. It's crazy. Most of the bands I perform with, we don't practice. We don't rehearse.
No?
No, you get your material 2, 3, 4, and it's on.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's got to be good. And I mean, since I've been in this business so long, I guess I'm doing all right.
All right.
You know, but yeah.
Because you know, I just love you to pieces.
Well, you have a special place in my heart as well.
I just love you to pieces. Now, ladies and gentlemen, he's coming from work to get to here.
Yes.
So normally you see him in a suit and tie up on stage and he's singing.
Absolutely.
You know, and doing his thing. And see, I know the trials and tribulations that you've been through. Like, I was going to ask you to give me a little song.
Oh my goodness, I'm really not in the best of voice
Look, your daughter said he going.
Did she say that?
Yes,
Did she say,
she
like,
said
he's not gonna do
he
that?
ain't
He's
gonna
not gonna do
do
that. You know, I mean, I would really love to, but haven't prepared properly for that. I would rather not give you anything than give you something shiny.
Right. Yeah.
But next show, and I swear I'll be dressed.
Right.
I'll be set.
Yes.
You know?
Wow, because I just love you. When you're up on stage and you were, because I follow you, and when you're up on stage and
Did you see Atlantic City?
I did.
Oh, wasn't that great?
Yes.
Wasn't that great?
Yes. I done watched it.
Shout
a
out
couple
to
times.
Harris Casino,
Yes.
Eden Lounge, To the Max, you know, Vanessa, John Coley, Andre Webster, Mike S.D. Clay, Larry, Juke Joint English, you know what I mean? All of my people, you know, that, you know, just help me do what I do.
Right.
You know, and that was an awesome evening, and we put it down.
I know you did. 7, I'm going to just tell you, I can't say it enough. I just love you to pieces. And I'm just so glad you are here. And now, if somebody wanted to book you because I know you're busy all the time, but if somebody wanted to book you, and I know, you're like you're writing now, but if somebody wanted to book you, how would they do that?
Well, the best way to do would be, reach me on social media. You can reach me on 7Tucker, Facebook. I mean, I really haven't been messing with my IG that much or anything like that. So please, send me a message. You know what I mean? I'm a nice guy. Let's have coffee.
Yeah.
Let's sit down and talk about it. But like I said, I'm kind of trying to concentrate on my writing. Writing 2 books at once is kind of taxing.
I'm doing 4 right now.
Well, see, so you feel me? And they're both so diversely different.
Right.
You know what I mean? My other book is called The Ring, and it's actually a factual-based drama telling the story of King Solomon and his fabled ring of power.
Wow.
So, and it's kind of, 3 different things. So it's going on in Solomon's time. And then because it's the Akashic record, it's going on in like a future time, and then it's going on now.
Yes.
So I'm writing all 3 at the same time. So
that's gonna be
look
awesome.
for that soon in a book or Borders somewhere near
I know that's right. I have to do an author segment.
Why not?
I know,
and
right?
I can read a little bit of it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that.
I would love to.
You
Bring me
guys-
back.
Yes, I am gonna bring you back. You guys, 7Tucker.
Thank you.
We will be right back after these messages. I promise. Everybody's watching. What are you here for? What did you graduate with?
I graduated from Going Career Institute in the Medical Billing and Coding program.
What was your
My class 4.0 GPA. I'm also a student ambassador.
Congratulations to the Dawn Career Institute and each and every one of the graduates of 2018. We are so very proud of you.
We had a great show tonight, you guys, but I want to have my thank yous. My birthday is this month, so I want to say it now, and I won't see you guys for Thanksgiving, so let me give all my thank yous right now. First of all, because this is my first year for Around Town, I'm so excited going into my second year. First, I would like to thank Omar Rashida from Community Issues for having me on his show, not just only as a guest, but as a co-host and also as an actress in many of his stage plays. To Charles Brittingham, and he's with Brittingham and Friends. I was also his co-host and also co-hosted with Brittingham Chronicles, and that's on Sunday evenings at WILM 1450 AM. Also, now I have to say this, also Mr. Radio Personality, the host with the most, my producer, Richard Blackwell. You can catch him on Night Moods Thursday nights from 10 to 12 a.m. And we will be back December 11th. Catch you around town. Bye.
You've been watching Around Town with Elizabeth Perkins. Be sure to join us for our next episode on Tuesday, December 11th. I'm Richie Blackwell, and thank you for watching Around Town.